Clips, clips. Oh, alrighty, boob tubes, another one of Kip's clips. So, as you may have witnessed, I was trying not to encourage anybody to do anything. I was just expressing where my head's at, sharing my madness. And I hate to again stand up here after 3 elections and say, I told you so. I mean, when is the penny going to drop for people? I know we've been sold this shite that if you don't... Oh, but anyway. Voila. So, I mean, in fact, I was telling people yesterday in the gym that I thought the Conservatives were going to do it. And they did it. Not that I wanted them to, or that was my favourite team, I'm out. But the writing's on the wall, folks. The writing's been on the wall for some time, right? Spoiling your ballot paper. You've now not, you've now they can stand up and say, let me get an example. How am I trying to express this? They say the percentage of the population that turned out to vote. I used to know the numbers in and around the Scottish referendum and all that jazz, but I forgot them, long forgot them. Anywho's, now everybody that went and spoiled the ballot paper, they're now counted in that percentage of the population that voted. Jobs a good in it. Well done, people. Well done. But anyway, the Independent Republic of Estonia, welcome. I declared myself independent 3 general elections ago. I was like, what the fuck is this pish? I don't know. I don't know what it is, but what I have seen of it, I want no part of this. Anyway, and it's just how I straighten things in my head, right? If voting is how you straighten things in your head, all power to you. Again, I'm just here to express my madness. I'm trying to look for my Brexit party conspiracy theory. Right, if you haven't seen it, it was me basically saying, which is me calls it, the Brexit party was just set up to get Labour voters to vote Conservative. It seems to have fucking kind of worked. Even better, the Labour voters have voted straight up Conservative because of this Brexit stuff. Lordy, lordy. Now, what I also wanted to show you. Let me show you this. You will be able to go and watch this if you like. This is 3 general elections ago when I first held my own general election. Oh, my ballot box is in the cupboard now. Moved it, but I've still got my ballot box there and all that. And that was me declaring myself out. And I share this on my channel, and there are people that are on the same page as me, and others just think we're lunatics. But look. Man, this is continuous, folks. Continuous. Voting for change that never happens. Voting for promises that they never come through with. When is anybody going to think outside their box? Oh, lordy, lordy. And I'm not telling you I've got the answer. I said my idea that I'd throw in the hat is lock up fucking under 5s and go, right, kids. Today at Playgroup, we're going to ask you to create a fair society. And I swear to God, like that, they'll be able to fucking come up with better ideas than the fucking weird, warped kind of fucking system we've got. People, I don't know, man, there's just, where would you start? Just the hypocrisies written into the system that automatically anybody with a bit of logic and common sense that was a dictator and walked in would just, like myself, would just go and change. Like, people in work, on benefits. And anyway, the list goes on and 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 on. And it's the same everywhere, people. I mean, I was watching a We Are Change video the other day, and guy was in San Francisco, man. outside City Hall. It was just a fucking place. Honestly, it really did look like fucking RoboCop or something. You know, the dystopian future for RoboCop, or pretty close to Demolition Man as well, man. It was. I'd heard people talking about that, and I thought they were doom-mongering, but nah, places literally littered with junkies. Anyway, I digress. So that's when I done my voting stuff, if you want to go and check that shit out. Now, another thing I want to put forward as well is nobody questioning Corbyn, right? Now, the fact that he's an open commie, and the fact that the things that he's been involved in the past are so decisive, so polarising in this country, anybody in their right mind that was behind the apparatus of the Labour Party would put him in power. Now, I'm not saying that some of the stuff that he's doing isn't honourable or good or like well on you and stuff like that. That's for you to decide, right? That's not my point here. I'm looking at it from a strategical point of view. If you genuinely didn't want the Conservatives to get in, then you wouldn't run Corbyn. Do you want to know why? Because, as I keep saying, these politicians have access to the best mathematicians in the world. And, like, I don't know, you know what I'm talking about. He's watched The West Wing. Those people, that infrastructure, that kind of jazz, right? You've seen it on the TV. The TV's real. Right, but hopefully you know what I'm trying to express here, right? They've got the master of mind manipulators, demographics, know how to pull fucking heartstrings and G-strings all at the same time, man. You best not, I think we best not forget that. And unfortunately, at one level or another, I think we're all getting played now. Oh God, what did I also want to show here? Was it this one? No, it wasn't that one. I think it was this one. Election, right? See. My Boris Johnson Brexit deal conspiracy theory. Right, well, there's one for a year ago. Don't get gaslit with the democracies of the world. Think of something other than democracy. Like, and I know we're sold that it's the power of the people and your vote counts and all that, but in reality it doesn't, right? The big block of cheese on the table, and then they'll throw a few crumbs and let the peasants argue over them, and that's democracy scam. Statism, the belief you need permission to be free. Anyway. Oh, where was this? Oh, here it was. World rise of populism continues. Le Pen far ahead in polls. Right? This is a pattern, people. And if my theory right, who the folk are that are behind the rise at the far right, and the reason they're doing it seems to be linked into all the Christian fundamentalists and stuff. And they seem to be gung-ho on this crusade to counter the jihad. And that's what I'm seeing, and it's happening worldwide, and I don't see it stopping. And not that I want Trump to get in 2020, but if you're a betting man and you get good odds on Trump, always bet on Trump. Trump's getting in again. He's not getting impeached. They're not getting, like, the people that are doing this, they're clever, very clever, and it's been a long time in the making. Anywho, what I also wanted to try and show you was, I hope I've still got these up. Escape the house cleaning. Might be on my other channel. I'll check it out another time. But basically, when Corbyn first reared his head up, I was putting forward that, like, he's from the same. He's another member of the Fabian Society, right? And I don't want to get all conspiratard on you and all that, but I remember back in the day looking at their emblem, which is a wolf in sheep's clothing, and then looking into their history and all that and understand how they were trying to do what they're doing under the table. And I also believe that the people that are behind all the far right stuff and all that are a lot of the old families of the Crusading Knights and all the old orders and stuff. That's how crazy I am. That's what I believe is happening just now. And everybody's getting controlled with politics. Politricks. Everybody thinks it's about the NHS and trade deals, which is part of it, but that's just power centres, isn't it? It's just alliances getting made. And alliances always get made in fucking trade. Anyway, so Conservatives win. Happy days. 5 years of Bobo Johnson. This is going to be fucking hilarious. And it's going to be funny as hell. Now, as I said, I'm Nero, and I'm fiddling as Rome's motherfucking burning. Oh man, I said that fucking for day dot, didn't I? And you know what? It's protect me from the insanity of the politics. You know, and I think everybody's like scunnered that way as well. And I think this is the scary thing. I believe that I'm in the majority. I believe I'm in the majority of people that don't trust one politician, one political party, think they're all lies, don't even trust their manifestos. I think I'm in the majority. But somehow, some way, this illusion and this trick that you have to go to the box and put an X, even if it's just for the Greens, even if it's just drawing a dick on it for fucking shits and go, look what I've done, I'm drawing a dick on a bullet paper. Well done, bozo, you fucking clown. Anyway. But each to their own, and I'm each to my own, and see this next 5 years, none of it's in my name. I didn't give this consent. And see people that now want to go run away and protest. Do you know what you're going to get hit with? You know what you're going to get hit with? You're in the minority. Right? So every time Bobo Johnson is now getting fucking questioned about all that, going to stand up there and go like that. You're in the minority. I'm doing what the majority of the UK wants me to do. Right? Rather than just imagine like John Lennon, one day, the next time and fucking these bozos fucking hold a general election, next to every polling station, everyone, there's just an individual human standing there with our own box saying, vote us, not them. Right? This is not beyond the realms of fucking doable. One mobile phone filming it all for evidence. And if you get more people in our box than their box, then when they're doing all this shit, we can then turn up at the gates and go, can you please vacate these buildings? Literally. Yous are not ruling, and yous are not governing, and yous are not policing us by consent anymore. You don't have the consent of the governed. We've got the evidence. In fact, it's been broadcast live on fucking internet. And can you please vacate these buildings? And there you have it. Not one bullet. Not fucking... And then we can all go in and then we can stick our ideas in the hat and fucking see what we come up with. It's got to be better than this. My idea is ask under fives. Come up with a better system. And that will be a good starting point. I know, it's crazy to imagine all this shit, man. Isn't it? Crazy isn't even verbalise these ideas and stuff. But as I said, I'm just here to share my madness as people participate in lunacy. Now, I hate to even go into the conspiratard vocabulary here, right? Or the conspiratard phrase book. But Einstein once said, insanity, something like this. Is it insanity? I'm sure it's insanity. Listen to the voices in my head. Insanity is doing the same thing again and again and again and again and again and again. Even let's say 3 times in 5 years. Again and again and again and expecting a different result. And I think I'm out of that insanity. And this is me trying to verbalise where my head's at as to regards to this garbage, right? I don't know. Now, with that sort of a train of thought, I think I'm probably in the minority because nobody's actually thinking about this shit. But with regards to not liking any party, politician, blah, 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 none of them, not trusting politics, we're in the majority. And we need to, I don't know, we don't need to do nothing. I think it'd be good if we understood that and done my idea. And only want 1 penny per polling box. That's a joke, by the way. 50, half a pence. It's a very good wee return. In fact, I'll sell you some polling boxes. That's what I'll do. It's just a shoebox, but it'll be a good shoebox, and it'll be our shoebox anyway. So that's my wee take on after this. As I said, man, you just need to sit back and enjoy the show. What was I also going to say? The rise of this far right entity, right? Like, how can I even explain where I'm coming? I'll try and explain, right? I don't even think it's far right. I think it's powerful people using the inherent bigotry in the masses, the inherent tribalism in the masses, to control the masses, to push their political views. Does that make sense? Because they'll enslave anybody. They don't care what fucking colour of skin you are. They're not... The people on top aren't racist. They're just using the inherent racism in us all. Every creed, colour, perceived race out there. To pull their strings to a certain extent. But hey ho. It's just where my crazy train of thoughts at. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed that. Remember what I'm doing is selling ballot boxes and digitally busking. It's all available and accessible, free of charge. I'm going to do such a good job. You'll find value in what I do. And use your spare change, not your life savings, in the Patreon and PayPal buttons down below. And a mega thanks to those who do. But I don't know. You don't make many pals saying the stuff I say because pretty much nobody's on the same page. But hey ho, surely you got to respect the fucking fact I'm saying it. Anyway, thumbs it up, share it, Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus. Google Plus, that doesn't even exist anymore. I thought I got that out. Facebook, Twitter, all the good stuff. Leave all your comments. The good, the bad, the ugly. I'll read and respond to as many as I can. Alrighty, boob tubes. Catches.
Keeps clip.